You are about to live an entire lifetime in the next 10 minutes. You're going to climb through 7 ranks of an ancient human tribe, and you're going to start at the absolute bottom. When this video starts, you are nothing. No name, no fire, no people who know you exist. When it ends, you'll be the single most powerful person in your entire world, sitting in the only seat that matters. But here's the catch. You only get to live the next rank if you survive the one you're in right now. And the rank you're starting in? Almost nobody survives it. So let's begin. Right at the moment your eyes open for the very first time, as an outcast. Rank 1, the outcast. You wake up cold. There's no fire next to you. There are no other bodies sleeping around you. You don't know how many days you've been out here. Long enough that your stomach has stopped hurting and started doing something worse, going quiet. This is the lowest rank in the tribe, and it's the cruelest one, because being an outcast doesn't mean you're below the tribe. It means you've been erased from it. Most ancient humans in your position don't survive the first week. Some are gone in 3 days. The wild was not built for one human alone. It was built for 30 of them together. But you do something almost no outcast does. You follow them. Not into their camp. You're not allowed there. You shadow them from a distance. You leave them small offerings. A pile of berries. A clean fish. A stack of dry wood near their fire one night. You do this for weeks. You make yourself useful before they ever decide if they want you. And then, one morning, you wake up. And someone from the tribe is standing in front of you holding a piece of meat. They don't say anything. They just hand it to you. And just like that, you have a tribe again. You are no longer the outcast. You are now the lowest member of an actual people. You are a child. Rank 2, the child. You don't know how this is possible, but you are starting over. Inside the tribe, you have no skill, no rank, no memory the elders trust. So they treat you the way they treat the smallest among them. But here's the thing about being a child in an ancient tribe. It might be the best time of your entire life. There is no school. There are no chores assigned to you. Nobody is teaching you anything on purpose, and yet you are learning everything. You follow the gatherers and watch which leaves they touch and which they walk past. You follow the hunters and learn how to be silent. You follow the toolmakers and watch stone bend to their hands. You aren't a student. You're an apprentice to the entire world. And the most beautiful part? You are never alone, not for a single second of any day. From the moment you wake to the moment you sleep, you are surrounded by people who already know you. Then one afternoon, someone hands you a small woven basket. They point toward the bushes by the river. They don't explain. You understand immediately. You're being promoted. Rank 3, the gatherer. Here's the thing they don't tell you about ancient tribes. The hunters are not who feeds them. In nearly every ancient human tribe ever studied, roughly 70% of all calories came from the gatherers. Not the hunters, the gatherers. The people walking around with baskets, reading the land the way modern people read a phone screen. And now that's you. You go out before the sun gets high. You know the river bend where the wild grains grow. You know the rock face where the honey hives nest. You know the small green plant near the dead log that fights off fever. And the bigger green plant 6 steps away from it that will end your life if you eat it. By the time you walk back, you're carrying enough food to feed 3 families. Without you, the tribe doesn't survive the week, but you don't get the loudest cheers. Hunters do. Hunters always do. One day, while wading through the river, you notice something strange. A fish darts past you and your hand, somehow without thinking, catches it. The elders watching from the bank go quiet. They see what you've just done. You're being promoted again. Rank 4. The hunter. The first time you go on a real hunt, you do not say a word for 9 hours. That is the rule. The wild listens. The wild remembers. The wild has been here longer than your tribe, longer than your language, longer than fire. So when the hunters move, they move like a single quiet animal with 7 heads. You track a deer for 2 days. You sleep next to your spear. You drink from your hands. You learn that hunting is not about strength. It is about patience, and patience is something most modern humans no longer have the muscle for. And here's the part nobody tells you. Most hunts fail. You will come back empty-handed more days than not. You'll feel embarrassment. You'll feel hunger. You'll wonder if you were better off as a gatherer. But then comes the day your spear finds its mark, and you walk back to camp with food on your shoulder, and every face in your tribe turns to look at you, and for the first time in your life, you feel the strange, warm weight of being important. Then one night by the fire, an elder watches you fix the chipped edge of your spearhead. He watches your fingers. He watches your patience. He watches the way you don't even know how skilled you are at it. He's something to the chief. You're being moved again. Rank 5, the Toolmaker. This is the rank nobody warns you about, because when you become the Toolmaker, you stop being a body in a hunt, and you start being the reason the hunt is even possible. Every spear in this tribe, every knife, every needle, every cord, every fire-starting kit, every fishhook carved from bone, every snowshoe, every basket frame, every drum, every drinking cup carved from a gourd. You make them all. The gatherers need you before sunrise. The hunters need you before they leave. The elders need you to fix the small things their hands no longer can. The children come to watch your fingers move because to them, what you do looks like magic. You start eating better. You start being asked your opinion at council, even though you're still young. And one night, the shaman of the tribe, the strange, half-laughing, half-terrifying voice of the unknown, sits down across the fire from you and looks at you for a long time without blinking. Then he says, in a voice so quiet only you can hear, "You see the world the way I see the world." You feel a chill that has nothing to do with the night air. You're being asked to become something else. Rank 6, the Shaman. You are now the strangest person in your tribe. You read the stars. You read dreams. You read the way the smoke from the fire bends in the wind. You speak to the ones who came before. You are not feared. You are not loved. You are something else. People bring their newborns to you to be blessed. People bring their dying to you to be sung to. People bring their questions about love, about loss, about which direction to walk next spring, because they believe, and maybe they are right, that you can hear something the rest of them cannot. You sleep less than anyone in the tribe. You sit by the fire long after it dies down. You see meaning in the cracks of bones, in the patterns of birds, in the silence between thunderclaps. And one night, the chief, the old, gentle, tired chief, calls you to his shelter alone. He places a hand on his shoulder. He does not speak, but you understand. He is telling you that when he is gone, the tribe will need someone to lead it, and he is choosing you. Rank 7, the chief. So now, finally, you are at the top. And here is the strangest thing about reaching the top of an ancient tribe. It does not feel like winning. It feels like carrying. Every decision is yours. When to move the camp, when to fight, when to make peace. You sit by the fire at night, and people come to you with their fears, and you listen, and you nod, and you tell them what you think. But after they all go to sleep, you stay up, alone. Just you and the fire and a sky so packed with stars, it almost feels like the universe is watching you back. You climbed through every rank of this tribe. The outcast, the child, the gatherer, the hunter, the toolmaker, the shaman. The outcast taught you not to take your people for granted. The child taught you how to learn from everyone. The gatherer taught you that the loudest people are rarely the most important. The hunter taught you patience. The toolmaker taught you that small, steady work feeds nations. The shaman taught you that there are things you will never fully understand, and that's okay. And the chief? The chief is just the rank where you finally remember all of it. If you watched this far, the channel's all ready for you. Subscribe. I publish these every week.